Sharon says she had a month's notice that her store would close.
We poured our last coffees together out of the coffee machine, and then we closed the door and we all just stood there and looked. And then we all gave each other hugs and said, we'll be in touch. And we left the parking lot for the last time.
And Gianna, our consumer expert, says Ron was just kind of naive about the whole thing. He didn't understand how those with and those without would behave next to each other.
What ended up happening is the people who were not food insecure did not want to eat lunch with people who were food insecure.
And Gianna says those who were food insecure didn't necessarily feel comfortable sitting next to those with more means either.
But Ron is a believer, even today. He says the cafes closed because their leases were up and the rent was skyrocketing, not because his idea didn't work.
What do you say to people who say maybe you didn't understand human nature when you started this? What is your response?
Excuse me, right? This thing worked. You've served millions of people over many, many years. And so the fact that at the end of 5 years or 7 or 8, we closed the store, by no means that this wasn't a success.
Gianna says there are other models that could have worked better.
Like Panera could make people feel like they're getting a gift. Gifts make us feel guilty. They make us feel like we have to give back. There are pizza shops and coffee shops in the U.S. that do this already.
A lot of the ones that have been more successful than Panera Cares tend to be a pay-it-forward model rather than a pay-what-you-can model. So say it's like a coffee shop, for example. You're told someone who came here before you has paid for your coffee and you're handed a free coffee.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and then you're asked, would you like to pay for someone else's coffee?
Of course.
Yeah, and because this is framed as a gift, it tends to be quite powerful. So you think, oh, I've received a gift from someone that I don't even know. And this, I should repay that gift is a very strong instinct inside people, I think.
Another thing that would work better, take those suggested prices off the menu. If you see a price, Gianna says you think that's the amount you should pay. With no price, people actually give more.
The cafe in Denver, the one that inspired Ron, that's what they do. No prices.
Yeah, it's soup, salad, and pizza. That's what we serve every day.
Brad Rubendale runs Same Cafe, and it turns out they're actually pretty different from Panera Cares. They never wanted to completely rely on the generosity of people. They don't want to be self-sustaining. They fundraise. They have a big gala every year. And Brad says that if more than half of their customers are paying, they're doing something wrong.
It becomes a place where wealthy white people feel good about eating, but it doesn't actually serve the mission.
Brad says it's actually a terrible business model if you're trying to break even. This was designed to be a charity. It runs like a nonprofit. And it was actually designed to help the people it serves.
Like there are cubbies, so homeless people have a place to leave their stuff. There are what they call introvert tables, so people can sit there in peace for hours.
You know, I'm a middle-class white guy, and so if I ever want to be left alone, I go pay $5 for an overpriced coffee and no one's going to bother me. But many of our guests that are carrying all of their belongings that they own are made to feel uncomfortable in those places, even if they pay for a coffee.
I haven't thought about it like that, but white men do love sitting by themselves at coffee shops.
And we're good at it.
But there is one Panera Cares left. After the break, we go and we pay what we want.
We'd like to thank our sponsor who brings you this message, Discover, who alerts you if they find your social security number on any one of thousands of risky websites. Discover believes there are some things you just need to know. It's just another way Discover looks out for you, not just your account. And best of all, Social Security alerts are free for Discover card members. All you have to do is sign up online. Learn more at discover.com/free alerts. Limitations apply.
Dan and I are in the one remaining Pay What You Want Panera Cares. It's in Boston.
And they take their bathroom security very seriously here. They change their bathroom codes multiple times a day.
What's the code right now?
The code is 8053-299217 for the ladies' room.
How do you remember that?
I make them. I make them, man. I'm kind of a numbers guy.
This is Barry Combs, the manager of Panera Cares.
The store looks pretty much like any Panera with a few little differences, like there's this wall of day-old bread when you walk in.
This bread wall is for anybody else that's in need. You can come in, we have a bin here, you can add what you can, grab a loaf of bread, bring it to the cashiers, and we'd slice it for you. You'd add your donation right into the bin here.
There's not a lot in there right now. Is that $4?
It's not for a profit. Everything is suggested amounts.
I've actually never been to a Panera before. So what should I order?
Broccoli cheddar soup.
That sounds like the gateway drug to Panera.
Okay, let's go order something.
We see those clear donation bins,
Plexiglass? Plastic?
but you have to look really closely to see the tiny type at the top of the menu that says the prices are just suggested donations.
Okay, I'm gonna do the broccoli cheddar soup.
Would you like to make a donation today?
Meaning, like, I can donate $9.28 or I cannot donate $9.28?
It's up to you to just place your value in the bin. However much you wish to donate.
I got a 20, so I'll do that. Oh my goodness. What's your name?
Kim. Thanks so much. We really appreciate that.
How much did you pay?
So I paid $10. She told me that I donated 32 cents to the next person. Then I felt like a cheapskate, like I should put more money in there.
Yeah, that is a little cheap of you, Dan. Come on.
But I saw you hold a wad of bills into the bin and just hold it there for a minute. It was like...
No, I wasn't conflicted about it. I was just trying to fit it in the little slot.
Right, because there were so many bills because you're so generous.
Right now, this store loses money. Barry says they cover about 85% of their costs. Panera makes up the rest.
Do you think this place will be here in a year?
Yes, I know it'll be here in a year
What makes you so sure?
because we run it right and we treat people with respect.
And it was actually really nice to see. There were customers on laptops sitting next to and talking to people in need, people eating free loaves of unsliced bread out of the bag. There were people volunteering in exchange for food.
And I have to say, in the end, I felt guilty about the 32 cents I donated.
Good.
So I dropped a few more bucks into the bin on the way out.
If you have a story idea, send us an email, planetmoney@npr.org.
And check out Household Name for more surprising stories about famous brands. Our second season starts right now.
Today's show was produced by Darian Woods.
With Sarah Wyman, Amy Padula, and Gianna Palmer at Household Name. Special thanks also to Susan Dobsha.
Bryant Erstad edits our show, and Alex Goldmark is our supervising producer. I'm Sarah Gonzalez.
And I'm Dan Bobkoff. Thanks for listening.